Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with the post-game fan reaction of your Oilers 4-0 win over the Winnipeg Jets. Now, a lot of people told me on my last video, hey, it's just preseason. Why do you take preseason seriously? Listen, I don't take it that seriously, but I do take it seriously because there are a lot of other players who are actually involved in these games that take it seriously, like we saw tonight. There was a lot of emotion tonight in Oil Country among both teams. Lots of rough stuff, a few fights, lots of dropped gloves, lots of penalties. Quite an exciting game, actually. And, you know, games like that are usually very exciting, especially when you don't have a lot of your big guns in the lineup. You have a lot of players who are still trying to make this team. Guys like Samanski, Yarventi, Howard, Savoy. There are a lot of players tonight who I thought had really good games for your Edmonton Oilers. So we're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about every single goal. We're going to take a look at the Edge Visualizer. I'll go over my standouts and then my not so standouts, and then we'll do the 3 stars, and then we're just going to wrap things up. Now, before I get into the Edge Visualizer, I do want to personally apologize to everyone that was looking forward to a live stream tonight. I do apologize that I was unable to provide that. If you're on Twitter or in the Discord server, I did put out a message saying that I would not be able to do the live stream, but I know a lot of you are not on either platform, and I do apologize for that. I'll try and make sure I'm streaming on Sunday against the Canucks because they are on Sportsnet. That game will be televised, and I'm excited to see how the Oilers will look against Vancouver, especially since there's going to be a lot more cuts. There were some cuts today. I will have a video on what cuts were made today in tomorrow's Day After discussion. Tonight, it's just about the game that we just watched. So if you enjoy, hit the like button. And if you really like tonight's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And let's just take a look at the Edge Visualizer. Let's go over who had some good games here. Darnell Nurse has been an absolute menace in preseason. This is his second preseason goal. I know it says first preseason goal, but he does have a goal already as well. It was just a shot from the point. It just beat the goaltender clean. Probably wants that one back. Now, Samanski and Yarventi were in on the forecheck here. Samanski throws it to Darnell Nurse, and then he just winds up and he just beats the goaltender far side. Just an absolute bomb from Darnell Nurse. And you know what? We ain't complaining here in Oil Country. The more he can do some things like that, obviously, the happier we are going to be here. Listen, I don't care if he shoots way above his weight here. I don't care if he goes on an unsustainable shooting percentage in the regular season. I want Darnell Nurse to succeed and have some fun. And Darnell Nurse looks like he's been having some fun in preseason. And he's looked really good as well. Like he's producing, which is awesome. And he also looks good. So that's a good sign here in Oil Country. Now, 2 players who I thought had standout games in a very positive way for Edmonton were Josh Samanski and David Tomaszek. Sorry, my voice almost cracked there. Now, Samanski scored off a nice feed from Tomaszek from the corner. Winnipeg was trying to get the puck out. They couldn't. Nice steal by David Tomaszek. He finds Samanski in front, and Samanski, he just goes short side over the shoulder. We'll just take a look at this Edge Visualizer one more time. An absolutely terrific play by Tomaszek to steal this puck, find Samanski in the slot, who's just kind of wide open. He's just all by himself. These 2 players right here, very interesting for Edmonton. Tomaszek likely does make this team, at least in my opinion. I really like his play. I think they're going to want him to play bottom 6 minutes for sure. He has a ton of offensive instincts and defensive instincts. He can also play center and win some draws, although he did struggle in the faceoff dot tonight. And Samanski's another really interesting player for Edmonton, where I don't know if he makes this team, but if he goes down to Bakersfield for a bit and then they use him as a call-up option, I really do like him. He just plays the game so smart. He's so smooth on his feet. He's got a good shot. Again, one of those players that's just always aware of what's going on. And you can't coach that, right? Like a lot of players that separate themselves from the pack are, what is their on-ice IQ? And it's something that I think a lot of scouts and a lot of fans have trouble kind of analyzing as well. But when you just watch certain players, they just always seem to be in the right spots. Tomaszek and Samanski are 2 of those players that are they just seem to be in the right spots all the time. And again, I know it's just preseason, right? We got to temper our expectations here. I don't expect Samanski to make this team and score 20 goals. I don't expect Tomaszek to make this team and put up 40 or 50 points. But what we are seeing here is the upside that the scouts in Edmonton have found, brought these guys in, and, on the outside chance that Samanski makes this club, I like the look of him. I love David Tomaszek. He's looked fantastic. He seems to get better and better every single game. So we'll see moving forward if he manages to stick around. He should be on this opening night roster, at least so far in preseason, right? There's 3 preseason games to go. Maybe he gets outplayed by a couple other players. We'll find out soon enough, but I do like his game a lot. Another player who I thought had a terrific game, Noah Philp. He scored a nice goal off of a nice feed from Troy Stecher. Philp does a good job on the back check. He throws it into the neutral zone, gives it to Stecher, and then Stecher walks in. He kind of goes on his back skating, finds Noah Philp, and then he just beats the goaltender glove side. Once again, terrific shot from Noah Philp. We'll watch that one more time. Nurse does a good job keeping the play alive, and then Noah Philp, like I said, he manages to keep this cycle going. Troy Stecher, too, great on-ice awareness to find Philp on the back here. He could have went to this player, but he chose to go to Noah Philp, and then Noah Philp uses the double screen in front from the Winnipeg defenders. Nice shot from Noah Philp. And again, Noah Philp tonight on the penalty kill, he was tasked with taking some defensive zone faceoffs. This is another player who I think should be on this opening night roster. I like the way Noah Philp plays. His skating looks better, and his overall play, you can tell he wants to make this team. And if you're not going to make the team now, he probably never makes this team. For Noah Philp, though, he has had a very good showing so far in preseason. And then Kasperi Kapanen rounded things off in the third period for Edmonton with their fourth goal. It was assisted by Mangiapane and Kulak. Kulak threw it towards the net, Mangiapane on the back door. And then when Kapanen put the puck in, Logan Stanley and a couple players on the Winnipeg Jets were very unhappy about it. And there was a lot of rough stuff going on. I don't know what Logan Stanley was so mad about. I don't know if he thought that Kapanen might have been a little too fancy putting the puck in the net, but the puck kind of just bounced towards Kapanen and he just had a wide open net and he just put it in. Like, listen, I know it's preseason and I know a lot of fans are saying, hey, don't take it too seriously. I think the Winnipeg Jets tonight were taking this game pretty seriously. There was a chip on a lot of players' shoulders, and players like Logan Stanley, who, I mean, they tower over Kasperi Kapanen. Logan Stanley has like an extra 7 inches and an extra like 50 pounds on Kapanen, and Stanley was trying to beat the crap out of Kapanen. Like, Stanley, you got to relax, bro. It's just preseason, right? It's just preseason, man. I did like the Oilers' effort overall. Let's take a look at a couple of the standouts and some of their stats tonight. Oilers 4-0 win, 68.6 expected goals for percentage as a team at 5-on-5. And I didn't even mention Calvin Pickard got the shutout, so you love to see that from Calvin Pickard. Obviously, there is potential room for him or another goaltender to kind of steal that starter spot for the opening night of the season, which is October 8th against the Calgary Flames. Just a friendly reminder here. Standouts for Edmonton, as I mentioned, Josh Samanski, he had 1 goal, 1 assist, and only 11-15 time on ice, so he was very effective when he was on the ice. And look at that expected goals for percentage, 100%. He was not on the ice for a shot against. He was only on the ice for, I think, 1 shot attempt against. And for Josh Samanski, obviously, games like tonight, whether he makes this roster or not, by the time you're watching this, he might have already been cut. Who knows? I really hope not, though. Josh Samanski, terrific game. I thought he was a huge standout for Edmonton. Same with David Tomaszek, 0 goals, 1 assist, 16-15 time on ice, 85% expected goals for percentage. And then I thought Kasperi Kapanen also had a terrific game. Look at him, though. 1 goal, 0 assists, 16 penalty minutes. Of course, he got the misconduct late in the third period, so he was not involved after the issues with Logan Stanley, although I blame Logan Stanley more than anyone. 84.5 expected goals for percentage for Kasperi Kapanen. You'll love to see that. Kapanen has had a very busy preseason, I would say. He has been kind of everywhere, good and bad. He's very involved, and I love to see that from him. He's someone that, in the past in his career, sometimes fans of whatever team he's on would say he disappears every now and then. He has been the complete opposite of that in preseason. He has been involved in after whistle scrums. He's been putting the puck in the net. He's been on offense. He's been on defense. For Kasperi Kapanen, obviously, he still wants to make this team and make sure that he's sticking around at the NHL level too, because he was put on waivers last year. Last chance for your career sometimes when that happens. The Oilers gave him that opportunity. He wants to make sure that he does not let that opportunity up. Good game from Kapanen. The not-so-standouts, I only had 2 not-so-standouts for Edmonton because it was pretty, I don't know. I'm being a little nitpicky here, but I did have Matt Savoy and Adam Henrique who were on that, top line, quote-unquote top line for Edmonton. They were on the same line together. Neither of them had a point. They each played over 15 minutes, almost 60 minutes time on ice each, and they both had under 35% expected goals for percentage at even strength. I just think you need a little bit more from Matt Savoy, although they were utilizing Savoy in a defensive role, but I put Savoy here, even though he had some good opportunities, especially late in the third period. Matthew Savoy took two bad penalties. Two penalties that will make the coaches scratch their heads, and, that vein will start busting out of their forehead if he does that regularly in the regular season. Matt Savoy is basically a lock to make this team, and he didn't play horrible tonight. The expected goals forward percentage, I think we're not too worried about the advanced stats in preseason, right? However, for Matt Savoy, my main issues weren't the puck possession. They were the play away from the puck or trying to get the puck back from the Winnipeg Jets and taking two bad penalties. The tripping penalty that he took after he just came out of the penalty box, you can't be doing that, kid. I'm sorry. I know I'm being nitpicky here, but Matthew Savoy, he knows better, and he will be better. I know he'll be better. Adam Henrique, also 0 points, 15:58 time on ice. And for Adam Henrique, I mentioned it in the pregame report. Sometimes Father Time is not kind to certain players. This is a player where I'm really struggling to see where he fits long-term on this roster this season. If preseason's anything, even last year, we saw Adam Henrique's game really start to fall off a cliff in the back half of last season and into the playoffs. So far in preseason, he's in the twilight of his career. I really hope that the team prioritizes some of the younger players who can actually move their feet, get it on the forecheck, and play defense over a player like Adam Henrique. I know Adam Henrique still has value. He has good offensive instincts. He can win faceoffs. He can play on the penalty kill. There is a role for him. I just hope it's not a massive role this season once the regular season gets going here. I'm not saying that to, pick on Adam Henrique personally. I love Adam Henrique. I think he's awesome, and he's had a terrific career. But there is a potential youth movement here in Edmonton. There's opportunity for some kids who are outplaying veterans like Adam Henrique. So we'll have to see how it all shakes out, where the dominoes end up falling by the time opening night happens. Thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support. My sincere apologies for no live stream tonight. I will have a live stream hopefully on Sunday. Just keep an eye out, at least here on the YouTube channel or on Twitter or x.com in the Discord server. If you're in there, I will make an announcement if I can or cannot make it. Right now, I should be good to go. I should be good to do the live stream Sunday. So I hope to see you all there. I love all of you. Tell some that you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you soon.